is Ajita. I'm from NthAdventure, and I welcome you all to our 10th episode of Amplifying Adventure Season 1. So as you all know, today is our 10th episode, and this is a finale, and I'm so happy and so glad to have multiple guests. So my first guest is Kishan and Rajashree. Welcome, guys. How are you doing?
We are just brilliant, waiting for the next adventure race.
I know, I can see that excitement.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Great. Okay, guys. So I'll just let me tell you about this couple. They have been racing with NthAdventure for quite some time, and they are the mixed category podium winners. From the time they have been racing, so here is the team, Veera Kannadigas, who have been winning back-to-back mixed category 25-kilometer race. Yes. So there is more this couple has to share about their journey. So before we ask shooting questions to them, so just let's hear them out. What is their journey, how they started, and yeah, Kishan and Rajashree, over to you. Just let us know about your journey.
Thank you, Ajita. First of all, good evening to everyone who's live, who's joined the Amplifying Adventure season, and we are extremely glad to be part of this season finale episode. So I would like to thank Ajita for even considering us and inviting us over for this episode. So it's great pleasure for us to come on such a platform and with such friends and fellow mates, right, like Neil and Santosh, who've been really helping us on our journey. So this community is growing, and we are extremely happy to be here. So yes, here we are. Our team, as you can see, the Karnataka flag, it's Team Veera Kannadigas. Yeah, we started off racing from the second race, I believe, which was hosted by NthAdventure on the BMF circuit. So that was our first race. That was me and my friend who started off. We came fifth in that race, and the entire format of the race was something that was really wonderful, because I've never seen something like an adventure race happening in India, and especially at that level and that kind of say the terrains. We'd never experienced something like that. So right from the outset, whenever I am looking at something like an adventure race, I know it's NthAdventure hosting it, and they are the ones who are going to create that kind of a track and a course for us. So yes, we started off in November 2020. I remember October 2020. Sorry, yeah, that was the first race. Second,
So
January 2020.
Yeah, I was about to tell that.
January 2020 was the first race, and we've had in a year almost like almost two races after that with COVID. And I believe adventure race is something even during COVID times, with almost like entire precautions being taken, it's kind of the safest race that you can have, because you move along with your fellow teammates who are also along with you, and there's nothing like you are with nature, right, at that point of time. So that's something that really excites me. Apart from adventure racing, I've been into outdoors and professional sports. So I've been a football player at the division levels, and also for cricket. So that's something that's been there almost. Like I love outdoors, and adventure is something. It's something that's an extension for my outdoor family that I look forward to always. So hiking and trekking it's something that we look up to as a team as well, and as my partner. So it's something that we love to do the most. And I think this platform is something that always gives us that opportunity to explore and give our best, and that kind of a racing mindset you will never get. And so that's about me on the outdoors front. But yeah, my bread and butter, I work in the all famous Bangalore IT industry. So do you, right?
Duh.
So I work as an engineer for my bread and butter. But yeah, of course, yeah, I've traveled to various states across India. So right from my childhood, I've been traveling, and I've almost covered almost all the states from south to north. But then yeah, I have to explore the east and west. So now that I've got a partner who thinks alike, I think that's next on the agenda for me on my bucket list. Yeah, that's about me.
Yeah, well, that's my butter half speaking. Butter half. So he's a big fan today. So once again, thank you, Ajita, for giving this opportunity. Like it really, means a lot. And to begin with, I've been into sports since my childhood. I was an athlete and I was a throwball player, and I love outdoors. Like he mentioned, so we both share the same interest. And and also I'm a self-taught dancer, like on the hip hop end, not Bharatanatyam. So dancing and sports are something that keeps my dopamine high. Uh, and speaking of adventure race, well, I think it's a boon to me because I didn't know about it until Kishan introduced me to it. And I would like to thank you for that because I'm not turning back. I'm kind of addicted to adventure racing now. I'm still, I'm waiting for the next adventure race. It's a brilliant experience, I would say, because like I was saying, it kind of gels us up with the nature, the outdoors, the sports. I mean, these are the things which we love to do the most, and it's something it gives an opportunity to all the best things, whatever we like. It gels us with that. And
Of course, the curators.
And of course, the curators are the best because I would say that they would have spent their entire month or weeks together planning.
Scouting, yeah.
Going around and finding the best spot to give us a safe, I would say safe as well as the good race experience for all levels of people, whoever is participating. And one thing about my first adventure race, which I'll never ever forget in my lifetime, is we had participated just 4 days after our wedding. So my mehendi was still on my hands and legs, and I was just wearing the boots, and we started cycling, hiking, everything. And I would say
that was a crazy experience.
That was a crazy experience. So I mean, overall, I would say the adventure race is a boon to me. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah, so, it's always got us thinking into, like, say, traveling, going out, and it's got us a really different perspective whenever we go. Like, say, the kind of wherever we go, we don't litter, and the same is followed during an adventure race as well. We carry our own water bottles for that fact. So these are the kind of things that we are like really happy about, and it's something that everybody can look forward to, right? So it's extremely a good platform and a wonderful event to even look at. Say even the volunteers who do it, they will have a blast experiencing and hearing to the stories of all the racers and the community. As I told, you had different people, right? Like Santosh coming into it from various different backgrounds. Like he's an ultra marathoner, so she's into running. So this helps the community grow and learn from each other, and that kind of a vibe, right? And that's something that we always look forward to during these tough times.
Thanks, guys. You have summed up like so beautifully. You have told about it. I'm just feeling, when I'm gonna do another race and see you guys physically. But yes,
even we keep waiting for the stories.
yeah.
I know, like for us, every team, they come and share a different experience, like how you guys are mentioning. So every team, they come back with a different exposure, a different experience. The course remains same, the CPs remain same, but what you earn, what you learn, and that entire experience is so different. It's so nice to hear from you guys. Thank you so much. All right.
It's our pleasure. We should be thanking you.
So how is the marriage adventure going on? It's just like you'll be celebrating your first year anniversary.
I was expecting another race so that, this year also we are doing an adventure race and we'll just...
Hopefully.
But honestly, on a serious note, right, like nothing like it. I have my partner and my life partner, and we are racing together. We know each other well. That's the advantage, I would say, when I start racing.
We know our up and down. We know where to stop or where to keep pushing ourselves. So sometimes you would say, okay, I think let's go slow, or maybe, I mean, we are not in a win kind of mindset. We just want to experience it because we love doing it. We want to enjoy each and every single, like whatever checkpoints that we go. We want to enjoy and do it.
Yeah, just fair enough. So whatever point mentioned, right? So I would just like to share a snippet of what happened in the last adventure race. It was a tough time for us to just participate in the race because I had a fracture and I was recovering out of it. And then we had this adventure race. So we thought, okay, we were planning for the 60K, but we thought, okay, let me not push. So I told, okay, let's participate in the 25. So we started off, but then we could see our contenders moving ahead of us. I told her, okay, let them go fast. We'll remain consistent. So that's going to help us at the end of the race. So that actually helped us. Yeah. So it's just that, okay, when I say, okay, let's stop and let's do, okay, when I have to push, when we are running or when we are hiking, she's better at it. So she's the one who drives me to go better, faster, and helps me go quicker and motivates me, right? Maybe when it comes to orienteering, looking at which direction to go, looking at the map and reading the map,
him. 100%
it's
map
me.
Is him.
But 100% in the sense it has its own pros and cons. We would land in someone's field as well. So at that time I am the one to be blamed. But yeah, that's the thing, right? So it basically matches our wavelength and how we go about it, because we like to experience in the raw format when we take up any outdoors. We want minimal support. We want the maximum experience for us to be raw, as raw as possible for us to experience nature. And also the surroundings, the way we get to speak to people in the local side, right, wherever the race is posted. That's something that really excites us, because we connect with people there, we talk to them, we have an opportunity to converse. So we have the advantage, because we are Team Veera Kannadigas, we speak Kannada, and if it's hosted inside Karnataka, we have a blast because we have the language advantage. Even though we cannot read a map, it's just like we have to talk. And talking to everyone, all the farmers, they are also happy to it. We see a lot of kids who wave us, go this way, go this direction. That the team headed that side. So that's something really happy. It's wonderful to experience that. So that entire day, we don't feel tired at all, Ajit, believe it or not. At the end of the race, we never feel tired. We never feel tired. Although the race is for 25 and we do land up doing 30 or 32 kilometers, it's like we are back next day. We are like all fresh and like
I think the first race we got lost in a field, in somebody else's field, and I think we ended up doing a 40 kilometer maybe, I guess.
But yeah,
the fun part.
Yeah, that's the adventure race. You get lost and find your way back. That's what the strategy and team combination, everything works. That's the best part. So now, as you mentioned, like you two work together, like he navigates and you take care of, like, as a team motivation, or what we can call it, keeping on track. So as a couple, I'm just asking you, so having your partner, so there are a lot of people who are watching us or thinking of bringing their wife or their girlfriends for racing, because for 24 hours you need a mandatory female partner to have an Asia ranking and claim for the next position. So as in couple, you racing together, so what do you think having your partner is racing together is as a support, or is just it's a responsibility? It could be vice versa. I'm not thinking only as a female, it could be a male as well. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, what I feel is as a team, right? So it's the collective responsibility. It's not only I'm looking at her as a wife or my partner. So we go as a team. So adventure racing is all about it's a team sport. So everybody backs each other. So it's like responsibility of everyone to take care of everyone. So if anybody is not able to do it, we face it as a team. We take it as a team. So it's something that, okay, yes, we are not able to do today. We have to listen to our bodies. So that's something that we will always do, and that's foremost and most important thing. Our health is most important. At any point of time, it's okay to say it's a race. At the end of the day, yes, it's a race. One person loses, one person wins. But having that experience, backing each other, that's what forms a team. Together we achieve more. Team.
You can sum up in that way, right? It was never a burden, I would say.
I would say it's not like male or female. All of them are equal. So you can say first season of the race, she was like trying to find how to maybe cycle on the off roads and stuff. Second time around, she was very comfortable doing that. So I mean, it's just that you just have to kickstart. That's it. And it's all about just completing the race. That there you will get an experience which will be unforgettable. And I believe so, Ajita. And whoever has come for the first time never stops doing
Yeah,
that.
never
Right?
stops.
And we've had participants from various states as well coming in. So that's something like very, very, very nice to have. We have had people from outside the country as well to come. Maybe now the norms are strict, but yeah, that's like really good to have. At the end of the race, you get to see it and you get to experience talking to those people, right? And the way they prepare, the way they plan, it's something that we can take back home and
get an exposure on.
yeah, we can implement those in our future. There's always that scope of improvement.
Absolutely, absolutely. Totally agree. It's a team sport and we grow and learn with every race. As an organizer, we do while meeting our teams, and as an athlete, you guys also learn in some or the other way. But of course, and as you mentioned, a lot of people coming into India and participating in racing, and this pandemic has affected everyone in some or other way because you guys are traveler, you go to remote places, you follow sustainable travel practices. So how is that, like the sustainable practices, if you want to put highlight on something, why it is important, why it is a need of an hour as an adventure traveler, if you want to tell something about that.
Yeah, so in 2020, we actually went to Goa, and when we were actually going in the ocean, we were actually taking a boat in the ocean, and every 10 meters that we see, we could see at least one plastic
5
bottle.
meters, not even 10. You would find a plastic bottle or something like lace packets or something else. And it's really upsetting to see that, in the ocean, like wherever you go, it's not just Goa, wherever you go, even the Indus Zanskar in Leh Ladakh, even there you find a plastic bottle. So that's where we decided, especially in Goa when we went together, we decided that, okay, we are not doing that. We are never going to do that. So if we go outside, we are going to take our own bottles. And if we find a plastic or chocolate wrappers, anything, so we are going to pick it up and get it and put it in the proper, disposable area. So this is something that we have learned and we want to continue doing it and also educate people, whoever comes along with us or even the small kids that we know. We need to keep the nature as is, instead of spoiling it, not destroying it in the name of traveling. So I think,
maybe carrying your own bottle, right? In terms of COVID as well, it's safe for you. Carry your own bottle. You are the one who's taking the burden, right? So we actually are getting so many things from nature. The only way we can give back something, I don't think giving back is a big, very far away thing. But yes, what we can do is at least maintain that balance that nature actually wants to keep up is something that we can do by doing sustainable ways. We carry our own lunch boxes. Whatever we do, we carry that entire litter and make sure we dispose
even
it.
Even the tender coconut. So we don't use a plastic straw. Either we just drink it or we use the bamboo straw. We take it along.
Or a steel straw, whatever.
Or a steel straw.
There are various ways we can do very small things, but we are of course vegetarians, so we eat only vegetarian food. But it's a personal choice. But still, sustainable travel is something that we are looking at. There's a lot of planning into it, so it does not happen on the go. If you plan and go, sustainable travel can never be done. So there's a lot of thinking and a lot of this thing into it. So as we were talking about sustainable travel, I think we won the last adventure race event, right? We got an opportunity actually from NthAdventure. We had their sponsors, Unexplored Club, who gave us an opportunity to go to one place in Karnataka where we got that opportunity to trek. And the entire team there as well, they followed complete sustainable ways of traveling. So that's something we loved as well. So NthAdventure and Unexplored Club backing it. So that's the perk of running an adventure race. You get 1 month of Parker fitness, guys. So anybody watching this episode, you win any category in the adventure race, you get such kind of wonderful opportunities and goodies as well.
We spoil people in outdoors. We don't want you to stay at home.
Yeah, adventure work bag, I carry it every day. Yeah, whenever I go for some travel.
If we go play tennis, even that every day we carry it. So
My God, I'm so happy to hear that you are actually using it, utilizing it. All our sponsors' products is so good to hear. Yeah, yeah, big shout out to them. They have been supporting our races. So we need good brands who are backing these events because more people should know like what you have experienced, I have experienced. Like it's all about experience. People have to come once, see it themselves, and then let them decide what they want to do it. It's a whole ocean of adventures.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's also something like an introduction to those kind of communities, right? Which are actually playing a vital role in, say, adventures and travels during these times, right?
Yeah.
So nothing like it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Kishan and Rajashree. It was so wonderful talking to you. Really, I can't wait to see you guys on course racing for your next race. I hope that something comes up before your anniversary, but I doubt. We are still hoping that we can do something. But thank you for what you are doing and how you are trying to spread awareness on sustainable travel and whatever you are doing. At least before we wind up, like any last message you want to give to our audience?
I think I would say nature gives us a lot. Uh, we can give back nature in one way or the another. So we have to protect nature by following rules and following standards, which is very minimal and very easy to do. So give back nature how much ever you can, protect it because nature protects you. You have to protect it. That would be my point. And all the people who want to adventure race, don't forget we are a couple and we tried it for the first time and we never stopped.
If you love sports, especially, then just go ahead.
No sports, even if you just love walking as well, you can try adventure. It's that simple a thing, and you get to experience a lot and variety of checkpoints and events, right? Activities. I've never done such activities.
Oh, the tree climbing one, that was fantastic.
The last time around. So there are activities that are there. It's a multi-sport event, right? So it's something that's really good for anyone to experience for at least once.
Just go ahead.
I hope you guys are training for 24 hours Asia series as well.
Yes, definitely. And we have anybody looking watching this episode, we need two people, one person actually. Yeah. So anybody who's up for it, you can join our team. Veera, Kannadigas.
Great. Oh, nice. Okay, guys. So please hurry up. They are looking for one team member, Team Veera Kannadigas. So you have a perfect team here who's going to be training. The race is happening in December. So you have complete 2 months of time to train, to get to know, to understand everything. And these guys are best to let you know how it goes and what happens at the race. So do ping them.
Thank you. Yes, definitely.
All right. Thank you, Kishan. Thank you, Rajashree. Thank you so much for working some time and joining this live session. And I can't wait to see you guys. Keep training, stay safe, and I'm going to see you really, really soon.
You too. Take care.
Too, take care. Bye.
Have
Take
fun.
care. Bye.
Cheers.
Bye. Okay, good evening everyone. I welcome you again for our 10th episode of Amplifying Adventure Season 1. And this is our final episode and we have multiple guests talking to us and sharing their experience. And our second guest for this evening is Chethan Prasad. So I'll tell you about this person. He is our global virtual adventure race 100 kilometer full course finisher. So I have to tell you about full course. He completed the entire 100 kilometer race in one go. So we'll be talking more about that race and all about what Chethan does. So before we kickstart, let's learn more about Chethan, about his personal and professional life, how he got into adventure racing. Welcome, Chethan.
Thank you, Ajita. Thank you, NthAdventure for this amplifying thing. And yeah, I love it. Okay, so it's been great being with you guys on all the events, and we really enjoyed it. And yeah, coming to my adventure in this field for the fitness. Okay, so it all started in my pre-university. So when I joined my national credit course, that's when I got to know I was good at running, that on a long distance, and I was never a short distance runner. And once that thing came into position. So I started going into podiums, and like almost all the race I was over there on the podiums itself. So that's what ignited me over there. And once after my graduation, what I did was like I did a certified gold gym personal trainer. So I was there for almost 6 months, and I got to know all about the fitness, all those nutrition things. And yeah, after that I did my post graduation, and the best part is that in my post graduation, like I got my best sports award for the year. Okay, that's only because of my only one race, and then on which like I secured first place, where all the people were on four laps, and it was a 4 laps run. And once I completed my second lap, once I finished all my 4 laps, all the other people were still in a second lap itself. So that gave the whole the university like, okay, this guy needs to be awarded as a best sports person. And yeah, that's one thing over there, which is a good memorable thing for me. And once after that, yeah, and the other thing, the most important thing is that I was never a part of any clubs or any events, and I never had any intention. Okay, so for me, running, cycling, and other things, and swimming, all those things were just for a passion, and yeah, that's how I used to be. So unexpectedly, like once I was okay, and that's when I got to know my timing actually for the 10K. Okay, that was a really very good timing. So I came around 400 place out of 7,000 people. Oh, that's a really good timing. And once after that one, okay, the company had gave me a chance for the global 30 days virtual training, virtual race actually it was. So wherein like almost all over, from all the countries they were participants, and out of which our team second place. And yeah, at the end of the 30 days, like I lost almost 20 pounds, and that was a really good one. Okay, so that's a really memorable one, 30 days one. So once after that, somewhere I was browsing. Okay, then I got to know there was an adventure race going on, and that's how I got to you guys know. And that, yeah, on the first day itself, we joined out for the 60-kilometer with my participant Lalit, and yeah, and you guys already know. On the first day itself, like I injured myself, and wow. After that, we never had an intention to like stop it, go there itself. And all our 3 races, what I've done, okay, so it was more than 60 kilometer itself. So we never completed one stretch just for 60 kilometer. Yeah, that's about the NthAdventure. Okay, so
great, Chethan. It is like amazing to hear like what you are telling, and we know each other personally, and you have been supporting, you have been racing from the day one, like you started racing. It's always good to have you back in your team. So for all our audience, Chethan is part of Team Metabolics, and Team Metabolics is like being on multiple podiums. And there is one speciality about this team, is that they never quit. Though yes,
exactly.
adventure racing is part of a thing, like you will get lost, you have to find your way back. You end up doing more than 60 kilometers. It could be 70, 75. If you're part of 25 kilometer, you end up doing 30 plus. So that is how the race is, the sport format is. It's all about team coordination, team navigation, and so as the Chethan's team as well. But now they know what exactly they have to do. But this team never quits. In spite of completing like more than 70 kilometers, they still finish the full course. So I just want to know how that motivation comes, that you don't want to quit. From morning till evening you have been racing continuously, and you just don't give up, you just keep racing. What is the thought process, how that motivation comes to Team Metabolic, sorry.
Yeah, actually, with my teammate, okay, that's Lalit. We have a good coordination, okay. So he was my junior in National Credit Corps, and I used to train him on the running one. So we both know each other, like what's our weakness and what's our strength actually. So yeah, we both on start of the race itself, like at least within like 5 kilometers, at least he or me gonna say like, okay, we're gonna quit it now itself. We're gonna give up, okay. That's when the other guy comes into place, and he's like, okay, we'll go for another 5 kilometer and see like, okay, if you want to quit or not. after 5 kilometers, if someone wants to quit, okay, the other one says, hey, okay, we'll go for another 5 kilometer runs. So that's how we used to like motivate each other, and we used to do the race. So that it's all this adventure is all about the coordination. That's why it's 2 people is actually required, minimum 2 people. So, and yeah, the coordination between each two is very much important over there. So it's not like randomly you pick someone and you do a race for this kind of races. It's not going to happen. Okay, so even after we get one getting injured, yeah, another getting, we had a cycle, MTB cycle issue so many times. So it's just like a coordination. Okay, so what the best we can do, and how you tackle that situation, that's more important. Yeah, and that's how. And I don't know, maybe apart from him, okay, if anyone else in my team, I'm not sure like how it's gonna be there, but yeah, he's a good team for me there. And yeah, I'm coming to my the last one. Okay, that this 100 kilometer for race virtual one. Yeah, that's a mind blowing one. Okay, that's where I have to set my all my checkpoints and my transition areas. It's all completely depends on me. Okay, and I had planned in such a way that I'm gonna complete exactly at 100 kilometers. But like as usual, it took me like almost 150 kilometers at the end of the day. Even though I planned all the maps. Yeah, that's because anything can happen. Okay, it's not that whatever you plan, it's gonna be there. So all the other things on the outside world gonna be gives us so much changes. So
absolutely, totally agree with you, Chethan. That was my next question for you, because how was the virtual race for you, 100 kilometer? And for all our audience, Chethan started at midnight, 12 a.m. That's how he has planned and scheduled his race, so that he can complete before it is afternoon next day. So just Chethan, let us know how you actually planned your race, and how was that mindset thought, because it's virtually, nobody is watching you, and you have to, as per the rule, you have to do exact kilometers to be on the podium line.
Exactly. So what happened is that for this 100 kilometer virtual this one, I had planned in such a way that I kept a few checkpoints and transition areas where my friends are there. So they're gonna be over there, and I'm gonna meet them, spend some quality time with them for 5-10 minutes, and I'm gonna extend my race over there. And I started the race was started at 12 o'clock. Then I planned in such a way that as soon as the race gets started, okay, I'm the first to leave the place. And the difficult one was the 10 kilometer of running with carrying 8 kgs. So I thought, like, okay, that's gonna be a tough one. So what I thought, like, okay, I'll finish it off at the first at the starting of the race itself. So at 12 exactly, I left the home with the 8 kg of the backpack. And
just to pause you, what was there in your 8 kg backpack run?
Okay, that's another thing. Okay, so what my mom, I said my mom, okay, I want to carry a 8 kg of backpack. Okay, then she told, like, okay, why to carry? I thought I'll carry some sand or something. So she gave me, like, okay, why to take that one, carry instead ragi millets. So she packed in such a way that it should not be an heavy as well. And my younger brother, he gave me bubbles wrap, so that my back doesn't get pain. And that's how I prepared my backpack. And I was running at 12:30 in the midnight, and there were two cops came in the between, and they're like, "Why you're running? So what you're carrying?" First thing they asked. So I'm like, "No, sir, I was on the mid of the race, and with the beeps, I had a beep on me, and they said, okay, like, oh yeah, since it's a race, okay, even they left me." And first thing, like, it took me almost 1.5 hours to complete the 10 kilometer with the backpack. So once that's done, first transition area, the home itself. So I changed back to the cycling. So from there, yeah, the whole night I was riding the bicycle itself. In there, like, 2 places I stopped, met few friends. So they were waiting for me at the 3 o'clock in the midnight. So met them, and again, yeah, I was a whole night I was riding. Okay, so the other thing is, like, I had an option to carry my mobile. Okay, so I had a cycle where I can keep my mobile in the front. So I played some movies over there. Like, whole night I was riding and I was watching movies. Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, it's a long time, and it was really a good one. So everyone has to try once. Okay? Riding a night at bicycling, that's a dangerous one. So with all the lightings and other things, it was a really good experience. So once that is done, 75 kilometers done. So I stopped my cycle and started my running over there. So again, 15-kilometer running. Then I thought like, okay, everything is done. Okay. Then I turned back and I saw like I have to ride again 50 kilometers back to my home. Okay, I'm like, okay, I should have planned it properly. Yeah. And again, it was another 50-kilometer back.
So you did 150 kilometers on race day.
150. Yeah, 150 on the race day.
I guess you're ready for the next 24-hour race.
Yeah, I'm ready. All set for me.
Great. Yeah, for our audience, so this was a virtual race, so you were allowed to use your mobile phones. Otherwise, in physical races, you cannot use your mobile phones.
Yeah, exactly.
Just wanted to let people know.
And and every time when I do a race, okay, I thought like, okay, let me open my mobile and use my navigation. Okay. But yeah, without the mobile, it's another thing, and without the maps and without the proper GPS location, okay, that's really an adventure. Okay, looking at the hard copy of the map and you see a layout over there, and again you've got a map where exactly you are on the map. And
well, yeah, I totally agree. Like as you mentioned, when you see physical maps, everything changes. You cannot. You have to like all the sensors gets operated, and you will be like working together, like where to go to how to go to the next checkpoint. So just one quick question, like the virtual was easy or difficult?
Actually, the virtual was easy one compared to the other one what you guys have like organized. Okay, because that's where you guys gonna give us you gonna drop us in an unknown place and okay, navigate yourself and reach to that point. Okay, that's actually a major part. That's gonna take a longer time usually, and it's all about the dedication. Okay, so willing power and how exactly you want to complete the race. It doesn't matter how many people are in front of you or how many are back. It's just you have to just concentrate on where you are actually there and how you want to reach the other point. That's what gave me an even all my races. I never thought like I'm gonna be in the podium, but somehow in all three races I was on the podium. So thanks to my teammate and all the organizers and all the people who are there on the checkpoints. Okay, they're really helpful, even though they're never going to show us a hand. Okay, go this direction or never on this direction, but at least they're going to treat us with a warm welcome and at a bottle of water or something. So thanks to them.
Yeah. Volunteers are amazing. Like they make every race memorable. They are the guys like who will be seeing you. We will see only at start and finish, but they guys will be seeing you actually struggling or having fun or doing everything. Great, Chethan.
Yeah, and another thing is like on the night time. Going on a night time on my last race. Okay, that's really an adventure. Okay, the spotlight what I have. Okay, I can just exactly a meter distance. But I have to navigate myself. Okay, if I see a map with the light, I want to miss the light on the road. So yeah, it's really a tough one without the navigation and yeah. But what I want to say is like all my life I'm gonna remember this experience what I had in all these three races, and I'm never gonna miss any other races. So I'm gonna encourage other people as well to join this one. It's not about the winning. It's just about having an experience over here. So that's given most satisfaction, and the experience makes everything.
Thank you, Chethan. It means a lot. Like you are an experienced person. You have been into sports, and then you are talking about adventure racing and how much satisfaction that gives when you cross that finish line. Just crossing all the obstacles and whatever the race director throw at you, the difficulty challenges. You cross everything, and then there you are at the finish line, completing the full course. I'm so happy, and I can't wait to see you guys physical races very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that you're also preparing for your 24-hour race. So what's the training or what's the team combination you guys are working? Are you looking for any teammate?
Yeah, actually, we need a teammate. Actually, what happens that I don't know, like I'm gonna have good other two people, okay, because me and Lalit, my other teammates, okay, we are such a coordination, like even though if one falls, the other one's there to get me up, okay. So, but I don't know the other two people how they're gonna be getting, but even I'm in a search of finding at least a female and a male partner. I just need a
Great.
pair. But
You
yeah,
just need a
working on
pair.
that and on my training and my the teammates training, it's really going really good. We gave a gap after this virtual training. I gave almost a gap for 15 days or something, so we didn't train much. So now we are slowly starting our training with all the required one, all the running, cycling, and all.
Great, great, great. There you go, guys, who have been just waiting to find a team to learn, train together, and then race. So, of course, there is a 24-hour race coming up, which is happening in December. So, there is Team Metabolics who's looking for partners, team members. So, if you are a female or if you are a male looking to join a team, there you go. You have an experienced and pro person with a never give up attitude. So, they can teach you more about the sport and you can join their team. Thank you, Chethan, for making some time to join us for our
Thank
episode
you,
10. It
Kalita.
was wonderful talking to you, and congratulations for winning Global Virtual Adventure Race Challenge for completing your 100-kilometer race. I can't wait to see you guys personally again.
Thank you, Adil. Thank you,
Any
NthAdventure.
last
So see you guys later.
message? Yeah, any last message you
Uh,
would like to give to our audience?
okay. What I want to say is like. Your even though your body can say it's like I can't do anymore, it's done. Okay, so that's you just have to control your mindset. Okay, so that's where all your power is and all about. So when you say like you can't do it, so you can do it. Your body just reacts to your mind. So even if you say like I'm done, I'm gonna sleep. Okay, just give a small trigger to your mind saying that okay, why can't I do? The other person who is in front of you. Okay, so if he can do, even I can do. You just have to just give a little push for yourself.
Well said. It's absolutely true. Yes, it's all in the mind, and then your body will listen to you. Thank you,
Exactly.
Chetan, for a wonderful message,
Thank
and
you.
I'll see you very, very soon. Thank you for joining us, and
Thank
all the
you.
best for your training and your adventures.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, hello guys. This is episode 10 and it's a finale, and I have with us our third guest joining us all the way from Kanchipuram, Tamil Nadu. And there's a lot about this couple. So there is one person who races and there is another person who volunteers with adventure racing from the time it started with India, especially with NthAdventure. And I welcome you guys, Kirubadevi and Kalivaradan. Thank you guys. How are you doing?
Good, good. It's all weird. You saying my full name.
Sometimes, yes, see, enjoy.
Congratulations. Congratulations for your 10th episode.
Thank you
I was
so
watching
much.
all your episodes, maybe some live and some recorded. It's all super. It was good to like at least see
Thank you.
the experiences, listen to them at the times of Corona or during the lockdown. Kudos to you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. So before I start and putting like a lot of questions, so I just want to tell all our audience. So this couple is, they left their corporate job and they got into organic farming. They are full-time farmers. They do adventure racing as well, and they do volunteering. As part of like their passion, they are adventure seekers. So there is more about this couple and how they have chosen their life of living in sustainable organic lifestyle. So there is more we have to hear them. So Kali and Kriba, over to you guys. Just let us know about your life, how the transition happened. You guys got into farming. Kali சொல்லுங்க, please சொல்லுங்க.
எனக்கு தமிழ்ல பதிலா இருக்கும்.
தமிழ்ல பேசுங்க sir. It's only the way we want to communicate. It can be any language. எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் தமிழ் புரியும், நம்ம ஆடியன்ஸ்க்கு கொஞ்சம் தமிழ் புரியும். So yes, we were more than happy to hear.
See, என்னுடைய லைஃப் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணது நான் என்னுடைய போஸ்ட் கிராஜுவேஷன் முடிச்சுட்டு நான் ஃபார்மாண்டேஷன் மெட்டபாலிக்ஸ் ஒர்க் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன். ஸோ ஒரு ஆக்சிடென்ட் நான் சொன்னார் அட்வென்ச்சராக நான் வந்து என்னுடைய ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ட்ரக் ஆக்சுவலி. ஸோ நாங்கள் வந்து அட்வென்ச்சர் வந்து ஒரு இதே ஃபார்மில் செய்யலை. ஸோ அட்வென்ச்சர் வந்து நாங்கள் சின்னதாக செஞ்சுட்டு இருந்தோம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் நான் வந்து ஒரு ஆர்கனைசேஷன் கூட ஒரு அட்வென்ச்சர் ட்ரக் போனேன். ஸோ அப்போ வந்து நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் வந்து கிருபாவை மீட் பண்ணேன். கிருபா மீன்ஸ் மை வைஃப். ஸோ மை ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ட்ரக் அண்ட் ஐ met மை சோல் பார்ட்னர். ஸோ அப்படிதான் என்னுடைய கரியர் இந்த ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு. ஸோ கிருபா வந்ததுக்கப்புறம் அட்வென்ச்சரில் நாங்கள் வெஸ்டர்ன் காட்ஸ் மேக்ஸிமம் கவர் பண்ணிட்டோம். ஸோ வெஸ்டர்ன் காட்ஸ் கவர் பண்ணிட்டு இந்த அட்வென்ச்சரில் அடுத்த அட்வென்ச்சர் என்னன்னு பார்த்தா ஃபார்மிங் தான். ஸோ வந்து எனக்கு சொந்தமாக ஃபார்ம் லேண்ட் இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ அடிக்கடி அங்கேயும் போகணும். ஸோ அடுத்த கட்டம் எங்களுக்கு ஃபார்மிங் தான் வந்து தோணுச்சு. ஸோ ஆர்கானிக் ஃபார்மிங் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணோம். ஆர்கானிக் ஃபார்மிங் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டு கிருப்பாவுடைய பெரிய சப்போர்ட்ல இன்னைக்கு ஆல்மோஸ்ட் 6 இயர்ஸா ஃபார்ம்ல இருக்கும். தனியா இருக்கும். தனியா மீன்ஸ் வித் லாட்ஸ் ஆஃப் கவுஸ், டாக்ஸ், அனிமல்ஸ். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஸோ ஒரு நல்ல லைஃப் போயிட்டு இருக்கு.
So it's all like maybe I'll talk in English like a Tom and Jerry maybe. So it's all began like when we were working in Chennai, like both of us in corporate, and he was working as a microbiologist. And someday he thought like whatever food we eat or like not that of a premium quality, or it's not even what to say edible. Like it could be like 30% chemical and 70% of food what they say is a vegetable or anything. So the basic idea started was wherein like he wanted to have like good food with good nutrients without chemicals and all that. So we started searching options for that. So our journey began where we will go and ride into every organic shop in the Chennai looking for good food. And after trying it for months, we would see like, okay, this is not organic. So that took us to the point where we thought like, let's grow it. That's how it started. Then we moved to Kanchipuram. We started farming, and then we love pets. So we have some 10 cows, chickens, of course, dogs. We are big dog lovers. So dogs, and now we have like ducks and all that. So it's nice like to feel the air and to see the sun right to his face every day, and to be in this universe. I wouldn't say like after moving away from the building, coming to the farm, we got out of the idea it's earth, it's all universe now. Like we see like that because it's all open sky. We see like 90% of the day. So we love that, and that's where it all began. And of course to adventure, like everyone says they found a point and all that. For us, like no point. We have two faces, Anjita and Saisha. Like it's like family. So we got adventure thing. So it's not that we got introduced, inspired. It's more than that. It's more than that. It's more than that to travel with you guys.
Thank you. But for us, it is the lifestyle which you guys have selected. You guys have dreamed of. Like everyone would want to have that lifestyle, but it comes at a cost, at the cost of so many sacrifices, which you guys have selected, and you guys have thought, okay, you are ready to build that thing, the organic farm, living with animals and growing together. So there's a lifestyle which we all look forward to, but you guys are living example, and you guys putting in that much efforts to make it work, to make it happen. So it's a more like, for us, it's you two guys who are doing everything out of the box, not following the corporate circle, not following the way you can earn quick money, and just you putting in all your efforts. So yeah, that's a big thing which you guys are doing.
Like I would say like it's always for both of us, we are very clear with that. Like we have never felt we have sacrificed something to be here. Maybe our priority, love and passion is a very small word to mention. So our priority and love towards this lifestyle, nature, I wouldn't say nature even, towards this environment with pets, love surrounded and all that was like priority to us. So that made us think, like, till now we haven't regret even for a second that like we have come here, the decision we made on all that. Of course, like there are up and downs. This environment is totally different from the life in the corporate you have or in the city you have. You can have like thousands of up and downs in the same day also, but still we enjoy it, we love it.
Absolutely. I know for you it's a daily adventure. As you mentioned, it's nothing new. It's just the type of adventure changes, but it's like a daily adventure for you both. Okay, my next
Maybe
question. Huh?
Yeah, go. I think Kali overrun with the idea of having adventure at a weekend or like
Yeah,
month.
correct.
So he thought, let me do adventure every day.
True. So என்னோட நெக்ஸ்ட் क्वेश्चन கலிக்கு. So நீங்க ஆர்கானிக் ஃபார்மிங் எல்லாம் பண்றீங்க, அவ்வளவு பிஸி இருக்கீங்க, காலையில ஷெட்யூல் இருக்கு, மத்தியானம் ஷெட்யூல் இருக்கு, ஆஃப்டர்நூன் ஷெட்யூல் இருக்கு, ಮತ್ತೆ ஈவினிங் ஷெட்யூல் இருக்கு. ஸோ அந்த எல்லா ஷெட்யூல் பிளான் பண்ணிட்டு நீங்க ஆர்கானிக் ஃபார்மிங் பண்றீங்க. உங்களுக்கு ட்ரைனிங் பண்றதுக்கு, அட்வென்ச்சர் பிளான் பண்றதுக்கு எங்க டைம் கிடைக்கும்?
டைம் என்ன சொல்றது?
Hope my Tamil was better. Hope it was good.
அட்வென்ச்சருக்கு டைம்
இல்ல தெரியும் உங்களுக்கு டெய்லி அட்வென்ச்சர் தான். பட் நீங்க கார்துங்ல சைக்கிளிங் போனீங்க, ஓகே, மணாலி சைக்கிளிங் ட்ரிப் போனீங்க, அவ்வளோ ட்ரெக்கிங்ஸ் எல்லாம் பண்ணுவீங்க. ஸோ அட் தட் லெவல் கொஞ்சம் ட்ரைனிங் பண்ணணும், கொஞ்சம் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணணும். பிகாஸ் நாங்க இங்க சவுத் இந்தியா இருந்து நாங்க ஹை ஆல்டிடியூட் டெஸ்டினேஷன்ஸ்க்கு போறோம். யூ வில் பி இன் த மைனஸ் டிகிரிஸ் ஆஸ் வெல். இங்க சவுத்லி நாங்க ஸ்னோ கிடைக்காது. சோ அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் ட்ரைனிங் பண்ணணும், அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணணும். உங்களுக்கு எப்படி டைம் கிடைக்கும், மத்த நீங்க எப்படி ட்ரைனிங் பண்ணுவீங்க?
எனக்கு தனியா ட்ரெயின் பண்ணது இல்ல. சைக்கிளிங் வந்து எப்படின்னா எனக்கு எப்போ என்னுடைய சைல்ட்ஹுட் ஞாபகம் இருக்கோ அப்போ நான் சைக்கிள் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஸோ எனக்கு காஞ்சிபுரம் டு மை வில்லேஜ் வந்து 15 கிலோமீட்டர்ஸ். ஸோ ஈவன் நான் ஒரு 10 இயர்ஸ் அட் ஏஜ் ஆஃப் 10ல இருந்து நான் சைக்கிள் போயிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஸோ வில்லேஜுக்கு நான் சைக்கிளில் தான் போவேன், சைக்கிளில் தான் வருவேன். ஸோ அதுலேருந்து சைக்கிள் ஆரம்பிச்சதுனால சைக்கிள் வந்து எனக்கு அது தனியாக இல்லை. ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் லைக் வாக் அந்த மாதிரி செட் ஆயிடுச்சு. ஸோ அடுத்து நான் கார்பரேட்ல இருக்கிறப்ப சென்னையில் வந்து சைக்கிளிங் வந்து ஏன்னா சென்னையில் வந்து ஹில் ஸ்டேஷன் கிடையாது. ஸோ ட்ரக் பண்ணுறது வந்து எங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப பெரிய விஷயம். ஸோ நாங்கள் ட்ராவல் பண்ணி தான் ட்ரக் பண்ணணும். பட் எங்களுக்கு இருந்த ஒரே ஆப்ஷன் வந்து சைக்கிள் தான். ஸோ எங்களுடைய பிளைன் ரோடில் சைக்கிள் ஓட்டுறது. ஸோ அது வந்து சைக்கிளிங் வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணோம் ஸ்லோவாக. ஸோ அப்போதான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் நான் வந்து கியர் சைக்கிள் வந்து இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் ஆச்சு. ஸோ கியர் சைக்கிளிங் அப்போ யூஸ் பண்ணுறப்ப எம்டிபி தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் நான் வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணேன். ஸோ எம்டிபி பண்ணும்போது அந்த சரௌண்டிங்ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு. வெளியே ஹில் ஸ்டேஷன் போனோம். ஏன்னா எம்டிபி இஸ் மென்ட் ஃபார் மவுண்டெயின், நாட் ஃபார் ஃபிளாட் ரோட்ஸ். பட் நான் வந்து ஒரு எம்டிபி தான் வச்சிருந்தேன். ஸோ அதனால நான் ஹில் ஸ்டேஷன் போகணும்னு நிறைய ட்ரை பண்ணேன். ஸோ அப்போ வந்து எனக்கு மணாலி டு லேக் கர்துங்களா ஆப்ஷன் கிடைச்சது. ஸோ அதுக்கு நான் ஒரு 20 days தான் நான் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணேன். ப்ராக்டிஸ் மீன்ஸ் நியர்பை ஹில் ஸ்டேஷன் ஏலகிரிக்கு வந்து நான் ட்ராவல் பண்ணிட்டு அங்கே சைக்கிளிங் பண்ணி பார்த்தேன். அப்போதான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் நான் வந்து இது வந்து ஏறி இறங்கினேன். ஸோ அப்போதான் அது சின்ன சின்ன விஷயங்கள் கற்றுக்கிட்டோம். பட் என்ன ட்ரைனிங் எடுத்தாலும் மணாலி டு லேக் கர்துங்களா முடிக்கிறது வேற. ஸோ எந்த ட்ரைனிங்கும் அதுக்கு உதவாது. ஸோ இவங்களுடைய மென்டல் சப்போர்ட் மட்டும்தான். ஸோ நீங்கள் கட்டாயமாக ஒரு மவுண்டன் சிக்னஸ் வரும் உங்களுக்கு. ஸோ ஃபீவர் வரும். ஏன்னா வந்து நீங்கள் நேச்சர் கூட எப்படி போவீங்க அப்படின்னா அது ரொம்ப நாள் பேசலாம். மணாலி வந்து நாங்கள் ரொம்ப நாள் போகணும். 14 days நாங்கள் வந்து 14 நாள் ட்ராவல் பண்ணி போனோம். ஸோ குரூப் ஆஃப் 70 பீப்புள் வந்து ட்ராவல் பண்ணோம். 14 days. ஸோ 3 days வந்து அக்ரோமேட்டைஸ் பண்ணோம் மணாலியில். ஸோ மணாலியில் பேஸ் கேம்ப்ல 3 days அக்ரோமேட் பண்ணிட்டு ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணோம். ஸோ என்ன சொல்றது, நம்ம வேர்ல்டுல இருக்கிற எத்தனை டெரைன் இருக்குமோ ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஆல் த டெரைன்ஸ் வி கேன் see in Himalayas in this route. ஓகே, என்ன சொல்றது, நான் வந்து எதுவுமே யார் எவ்வளோ ஸ்டஃப் எவ்வளோ ப்ராக்டிஸா இருந்தாலும் ஒன்ஸ் தே ஆர் கெட்டிங் அ மவுண்டன் சிக்னஸ் டோட்டலி யூ கொலாப்ஸ். ஸோ அதை வந்து நம்ம சேஞ்ச் பண்ணணும். ஸோ எனக்கும் வந்து மவுண்டன் சிக்னஸ் வந்துச்சு. ஸோ லோக்கல் பீப்புள் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணாங்க. ஸோ ஈவன் தோ வி ஹேவ் அ ஆம்புலன்ஸ், டாக்டர்ஸ், ஆல் சப்போர்ட், பட் தட் லோக்கல் தாபா கை தே ஆர் ஹெல்பிங் அஸ். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி வந்து நம்ம நேச்சர் கூட என்னதான் நம்ம வந்து சப்போர்ட் வச்சிருந்தாலும், ஸோ இமாலயாஸ் அந்த மாதிரிலாம் நம்ம போறப்ப ஸோ நேச்சர் நம்மளை அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிடுச்சுன்னா நம்ம நல்லாவே பண்ணலாம். நல்ல ஒரு எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அது. சி யாருமே அதை மிஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது. ஈவன் நாட் சைக்கிளில் போகலனா கூட பைக் ரைட் ஆர் ஜீப் ரைட் கட்டாயம் மணாலி டு லே போய் ஆகும்.
I just wanted to add one point. Like he spoke about practicing, but the way he planning is, it's like, it's very I wouldn't say funny, but it is very interesting to look at it, because he would be taking the cows to grazing or doing a farming or something, but when he takes cows to grazing, he'll be researching it in the Google, like what is the route, how to go, how to book the tickets and all that. And when he's doing the farming, like anything, ploughing or weeding, anything, he would be listening to the YouTube videos, like just listening how they travel, the stories and all that. So how he does that multitasking is like very interesting to look at it for the races.
Great. Yeah, that was my next question. Like he mentioned like Khardungla, cycling and everything is so amazing, someone has to do. And so he has been adventure racing from quite some time, from the day adventure racing started, and he come all the way from Tamil Nadu to Karnataka to Bangalore to just participate. And now he is not just one team, there is like multiple teams who was coming from Tamil Nadu. So how is this adventure racing experience for you?
It's like from I wouldn't say Tamil Nadu, maybe from Chennai, I suppose. From Chennai coming to Bangalore for an adventure race, it's like it's always an exciting experience, because though you having an adventure life every day, but the experience you guys give us as part of the adventure race, where like I can say on behalf of Kali, where he could do all the things together, like he can run, he can cycle, he can rappel, everything, like he can swim, he can kayak. So the package and the excitement that he gets from that package is what like makes him to come from all the way to travel from Chennai to Bangalore. And of course, it's not only doing these things physically, even mentally, like you get a lot of confidence. And when you go and look at the similar minded people, you feel that, okay, this is my place, this is my crowd, these are the people I wanted to meet every day. So we make it he makes it a thing, like he wanted to come to every race at any at any point, because he wanted to be with the like-minded people, he wanted to meet the crowd, enjoy it. So for him, it's like more than adventure, it's like a festival. Go enjoy it, be with the like-minded people, have that crazy experience and come back. That's the most of the thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I can understand that, and we look forward to welcome you guys. Now, keeping away from like racing, participant, you've been volunteering from day one. You manage the back end, you manage the transition areas, you manage the checkpoints, and you be from morning till evening. You are there on the checkpoints, welcoming teams, and do all like how the transition is managed. So tell us about that experience. And you both of you travel and just you do two different activities.
See, maybe I'm selfish. Like if you are going to race, you get to experience only your emotions, your experiences, your enthusiasm, your happiness. But when you get to volunteer, you can see 10 different people's enthusiasm, their excitement, their stories and all that. So that's what made me like do volunteering. Prefer to volunteering. And the second thing is like maybe like I like to volunteer. Like I would say like more than being in a race, like volunteering is it's like you are on the knife all the time. You'll not know when Ajita is gonna call. You'll not know when the participant is gonna come. You'll be in the checkpoint. And always in the checkpoint, no, it's very nice thing to see the reactions in the participants when they are about to reach the checkpoint. There will be a lot of puzzles in their face whether I'm reaching the right place and all that. But when they look at the flag and you, it's like all okay. The proposal scene, kind of. So I love it, and of course the effort that you guys put into plan each race, that amuses me. It is more than planning a wedding. I would really say, like, it is more than planning a wedding. Like, I do not know how you guys plan so much wedding. Right from the inventories, the place, the venue, the people, and then the registration and all that. I would say maybe, Ajita, you might be like a Kali with like 100 hands, doing 100 different things at the same time. So maybe that I thought like I'll do my part to help you out.
But see, thank you so much for that. See, without your support, without like people who come and volunteer with us, our marshals, this race isn't complete, because we cannot be everywhere. We may be a guiding path. We may be telling people what to do, what not to do. But it is you people who make it happen, who make this dream come into a reality, and let people like Kali's team, they come and experience that. So it's all because of you guys. So I should be saying thank you. We may be creating an opportunity, but you make it happen. So thank you for coming all the way.
We are a team. No worries.
Yes, we are a team. We are a team, of course. Okay, so now, since you are volunteering, you are part of the back end. Kali is racing. He is part of a racing team. Is there a point like you guys interact, or Kali comes and asks Kriba, map sollu, checkpoint sollu, enge irukku? Does that happen?
No, we don't interact during the race. After coming home, no, we have a fight. He's like, you know the map, but you didn't tell me.
I want that kind of volunteers. Whoever listening this, if you want to volunteer, be like Kriba.
இதுல என்ன விஷயம் அப்படின்னா, நாட் ஓன்லி கிருபா, NthAdventureல இருக்கிற மேக்ஸிமம் க்ரூ எனக்கு தெரியும்.
So there is a power cut, but never mind. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No one support me.
That is adventure racing for you.
Yeah, seriously, I won't ask them to, but in all of the crew members I know, but anybody, not telling any routes, and that is the adventure race. So what I come from here. So
and there is one instance where we even had a fight during an adventure race. Like, he's not very familiar with orienteering. He was asking me like how this needs to be done. There is 4 map and all that. I literally told him this is called orienteering. You should do the research before the race and come back and do it. He was like, are you my wife or Ajita's friend or a volunteer? I don't know who you are. You're not helping me how to arrange the maps. So, but still, I like the fact, Anju. I like the fact, in general, people say that like the map that shared and all that, but that spoils the spirit of the race. Of course, you say like you didn't help me. Yes, yeah, I am a volunteer.
True, absolutely true. So people watching us, so there's a power cut at my guest side, so that's why you are not able to see them. But okay, we have got power. Great. So yes, so that's the beauty. So both of them, there's volunteering as well as adventure racing, and that's the beauty of the race. If you are together, the spirit of adventure always follows. We don't share the details, we don't share the map checkpoints, we don't share the transitions. It's up to the team to make it happen and reach the next checkpoint. Of course, there's a 24-hour race coming up, and we spoke about it. So you guys are preparing for that as well. 24 hours Asia Series race, which is happening in December. So Kali, what is your strategy and what is your planning for that race? 24 hours.
So எனக்கு என்ன வேணும் அப்படின்னா, எங்க நடக்குதோ ரேஸ் அந்த லோக்கல்ல இருக்க ஒருத்தர் எனக்கு வேணும். So கம்யூனிகேஷன் மெயின் ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயம். ஸோ கர்நாடகா நான் அட்டென்ட் பண்ண எல்லா ரேஸும் கர்நாடகால. ஸோ அங்க வந்து நம்ம என்னதான் ரூட் நம்ம ஓரியன்டிங் பண்ணாலும் ஸோ லோக்கல் பீப்புள் கிட்ட இன்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ண வேண்டிய சில சான்ஸ் கிடைக்குது. ஸோ அப்போ அவங்களுக்கு வந்து இங்கிலீஷ் நமக்கும் ஓரளவுக்கு தெரியும், ஸோ அங்க இருக்கிற லோக்கல்ஸ்க்கும் தெரியாது. ஏன்னா அது ஆல்மோஸ்ட் என்ன இன்டீரியர் பார்ட் ஆஃப் த பிளேஸ்ல நடக்குது. ஸோ அதனால எனக்கு கட்டாயமா கர்நாடகாவில் இருந்தா is the local teammate. I mean, just for the communication, not other thing. Okay.
I'll tell you this one funny story. Like we had a checkpoint which says like temple or gudi. So he doesn't know Kannada, or like when he said temple, no one understands. He's like koil, koil, Sami, koil. I was laughing to the story.
I can understand your feelings, Kali.
And literally, Prakash, like, you know, like Kali's teammate, he needed water. He went to a place and he was asking Tanni in Tamil. They were like, no, water, Tanni. So for them, it's like a true adventure race, like not even with a language or not knowing the people and all that. So it's nice for them to experience all of it.
So
yes,
I'm waiting for the one day race. Why? Because நான் வந்து உங்க கூடவே வந்து ஒரு இன்டர்நேஷனல் ரேஸ் மிஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். அதனால கட்டாயமா இந்த ஏஷியா ரேஸ் கட்டாயம் நான் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணி பார்க்குறேன். ஸோ என்னுடைய டீம்மேட்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, இருந்தாலும் எனக்கு லோக்கல்ல இருந்து ஒரு டீம்மேட்ஸ் கிடைச்சா ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கும். ஸோ மை ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி இஸ் தட். அதர் திங் வந்து கட்டாயம் என்ன மாதிரி நீங்க என்ன வச்சிருப்பீங்கன்னே தெரியாது. So adventure is like that. So
it's a surprise. You have to wait.
So my mind is empty. So we are not preparing anything special. So we are empty and do things fit and என்ன சொல்றது கொஞ்சம் மைண்ட் ஃப்ரீயா இருக்கு. So ஃப்ரீயா வச்சுக்க தான் ட்ரை பண்றோம்.
So what he says is like he's open to join any team. So whoever needs team member, ping Kali.
So, great. So guys, here, yeah, Kali, tell me.
So அதான் அட்வென்ச்சர் ரேஸ்ல எதுவுமே பிளான் இல்ல. சோ என்னெல்லாம் வருதோ அதை அப்ப பிளான் பண்ணிக்கணும். சோ அந்த அளவுக்கு மைண்ட் செட் இருக்கு.
That is perfect mindset. So by end of this month, you will get to know what you have to prepare, what you have to do, what kind of team members you need. So till then, just get down to your personal training. That's it. That's it, I would say. I'm not allowed to tell anything else. My race director has told me clearly. Okay, so yes, this is wonderful. So everyone watching us live and who are going to watch us later on. So there is this team from Tamil Nadu, Kanchipuram, who have been racing with NthAdventure and they are doing wonderful. They know in and out about the race. So they are looking for team partners to join them. And they will let you know what skill required and what training is required, and you can just team up and participate in your first Asia race, which is 24 hours happening in December. So you have exactly 2 months left to train and to prepare for that race. I hope someone will ping you and you will find your right team member who can speak Kannada, of course. Great. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. It was so wonderful talking to you. Before we sign off, any last message you would like to give to our audience?
Stay positive, stay happy.
Yes, that is need of the hour. We all have to be happy, positive, and just wait for the right time. And of course, NthAdventure races, so you can just come and participate.
Or you can join this session to have fun.
Yes, that is also there. True. All right, so with this, our episode 10 ends. This was a finale for season 1 Amplifying Adventure, and here were my guests. So we had Kishan and Rajashree, we had Chethan, Prasad, we had Kirubadevi and Kalivaradan joining us for our finale episode. And I thank you guys. I can't wait to see you all on physical races and come to Kanchipuram to your farm and have fun, more time, spend more time together. This pandemic has, of course, changed everything. But with this, I want to thank all our audience who have been following us, watching our live episode from episode 1 till now. You have been supporting, and all my wonderful guests who have come down and shared their experience. So I would say this is the time, what is in our capacity to spread a word, to share the things or activities or services provided by other service providers, other product manufacturers. This is the time to support each other. When we have a platform, use that platform, whether you participate or you spread a word about events or follow them, share their profile, share their posters, do everything you can in your capacity. Just give them a shout out, because everyone is in the same situation and everyone need a push. The tourism need a push. Our country, India, needs a push. So there are a lot of event organizers, a lot of product service providers. So we need to support them. So I would like to tell all my audience, do your bit. Just give them a shout out, follow them, and let's see what else more people can offer. So we have to keep supporting them. So with this, our episode 10 ends. I'm going to see you soon for another season with a different theme. And don't forget, our 24-hour race is coming soon, December 10, 11, 12, 2021. This will be part of Asia series, and there are a lot of updates we're going to be announcing very, very soon. We're just heading out to scouting really soon, and I can't wait to see you all guys joining for our 24-hour race. This is the race for India. We'll be racing for Asia.
All the best, all the best.
Thank you, Kripakali. Thank you for joining. I'm going to see you guys on the other side really soon.
Bye.
Bye.